Hello and welcome to episode 10 of our Hearts of Iron 3 Puppet Master series. You'll see I've added the flag of Norway, and the conquest of Norway was about the only thing we really did the last episode. Lots of fighting at sea, which didn't really go well for us, but I'm starting to get a bit bored of this, so let's see what happens next. Now, well, I'm sure it'll all come right. Well, I mean, ultimately, second we land troops on Britain and actually manage to take, because once we get troops on here, they won't be able to. We'll be able to just overrun the country, no problems. At least I'm 90% certain that's going to happen. Then once that happens, there's not going to be anything that's actually going to be able to resist us anywhere in their empire, and we'll just take the Middle East and Africa, and then into India. But I was right though, the British aren't attacking Indochina. It's just, it's big and kind of tucked away a bit. And it's a really useful position to have. I mean, there's not really any French troops holding it either. But they haven't even bothered to take Zhanjiang. You know, that's right there as well. And Madagascar. And I think historically Madagascar was invaded. Possibly. I'm not sure about that. I might be making it up. Still waiting. More convoys soon, which will be very useful. Not quite enough to fill all of our needs, but will still make a bit of an improvement. And actually, no, we've got two of them. So between the two of them, they should be enough. And Belgium has no troops in Belgium. All of its troops are fighting the Congo. Well, holding this last little bit of their holdings in the Congo. But our supply situation is very bad here. Oh, we've got enough to do everything though. So that's good, so hopefully they'll start turning things around a little bit. I say that, but we've lost all of our reserves, so it's not going to last very long. Even if we do suddenly manage to improve the supply situation. Kind of, a little bit. Is it? It's Norway. I don't think Norway's actually at war with the UK. No, so they're just sailing around the Atlantic Ocean doing nothing. Wasting fuel. I was going to set these guys to start bringing their troops, but they don't actually have any infantry in there, which is a bit odd, but okay. A couple more battleships. Actually, what class of battleship are we up to now? Gone way past the H class. Destroyers were still in the Hamburg. Submarines are Type 21. How about for air wings? 109E is our Interceptor, multi-rolls Focke-Wulf 190D, which is a very powerful one. Ju-290, Ju-88s, Henschel 129s. And in terms of tanks, Panzer IVs, light armour. And these are all just randoms. Sidkifs 234. Rocket artillery is not named. We're up to the Jagdpanther for our tank destroyer. 128cm anti-tank guns, and nothing else gets named. But lots of convoys are getting sunk. Unfortunately, I was going to say they sound like ours, but we seem to all have all of our ships we need, so that must be the British convoys being slaughtered. I could actually just flick this open and read. Yep, we sink one transport, we sink one transport, we sink one transport. So we're doing good work here. But look at the British Navy up here. Well, Sweden's out here helping out. A couple of submarines. And Denmark will be, well, repairing their submarines. Lost the destroyer squadron. Let's just see. 78.1, so they're not really. Oh, we lost a heavy. No, it's a battle cruiser. Nisa now. Oh, we destroyed. Lost 2 flotillas, but destroyed one of their destroyer flotilla and 2 cruisers. So that's going to be the biggest victory we've had in a while. A few transport flotillas to add to our 10th fleet. And that's Norway, who isn't actually at war with the UK, so they're not helping. And now's a really time when I really wish I had radar watching over here, just so I could get a better idea of what's happening. Of course, oddly enough, I don't see any UK radar either, so obviously the computer just hasn't bothered to build any. Which is odd, because it actually gives you a pretty huge bonus. Maybe I will build some. Just one. Because I don't... No, it's going to be ready in May 1942. Which will probably be way after I've conquered Britain. At least in my mind. How are things going down here? We're advancing deeper into Angola. Things aren't going great here. Actually, no, that's not that bad. We'll keep the Iraqis out. And over here, we've driven them back. Actually, we've driven quite deeply into their territory. Oh good, we're sending one division to help defend against the Soviet Union, if that should be necessary, which I'm almost certain it will be. Agriculture is too far advanced. Actually doesn't feel like we've done much technology lately, which means it's probably all about to come. No, mostly start of next year. That's okay, it is starting to get kind of a bit advanced. But we'll start our 1943 ones, won't be too far away. I think the Yugoslavs actually intercepted the British bombers there, as opposed to my own fighters. Yeah, well, Yugoslavia and Poland and Sweden and Hungary and Yugoslavia are all based up here. Which, where are my ones? Seriously, where are my fighters? Based in France? No, that's my naval bombers. Huh. I do have fighters. We've got 4 multi-role fighters there and 9 interceptors. They're just not... It's some tactical bombers there. Where are they based? Up here somewhere? I don't know. Down here? Well, there's 3 interceptors based in Athens for some reason. Which probably means you're also defending Rome. Nope, that's Italians. Oh, and here's the transport ships joining the 10th Navy. But we'll wait to get our last self-propelled rocket artillery brigade. Although it's probably not actually worth waiting for that, but there are some battleships coming. And these ones are just... I'll actually just leave them for now. 10th of December we'll get our rocket-propelled artillery. I suppose it does give time for these guys to get their morale up. But we'll move them into Rotterdam. And that's where we'll base our thing out of. Oh, they made it even though there were British ships nearby. First aid and combat medicines gotten too far advanced. Looks like New Lisbon are going to take, and that might be Portugal. Maybe not. 79.6 is a fair bit, and they've still got one in Mozambique and the Azores and the Cape Verde and possibly Macau. Yep, and Macau. And I think that might be good enough. Too big to load them all onto ships. So we'll take the second SS Corps. If it's at all possible. Oh, what one do you belong to? You belong to the second. So we won't. We will take the first SS Corps. Along with the SS Army, can move to Den Haag. And maybe I should bring some of this. Nah, we'll leave them for later. And you guys can load onto the ships. And we can invade Southend. Ipswich, I think, is better. And hopefully you will land very quickly, because I expect the British will be here shortly. Yep, here they are. Not fighting them yet though. Oh, and I think we've actually just landed. That's excellent. And the British garrison divisions are falling quickly. Then we'll take Lowescroft. Nope, waiting for fuel. That's gonna suck. Defending, but we've got fuel. And then one of them will move that way. And one will move that way. And this one can go to Norwich. Or Cambridge. Let's go to Cambridge, that makes more sense. And the Proud Rocket Artillery Brigade, still 10 days away. Man, I'm losing so many transport ships over in Africa. What has happened there? It's probably just soldiers retreating, I'm guessing, or landing some more in Angola here. Okay, we've got no fuel. Damn, that is going to be a bad end to this invasion. Unless we can get all you guys into here. And we're going to have to take low stuff ourselves. So I thought when they landed they came with like a month's supply of fuel, because that would make sense. And of course I've got all the transport ships under my own command, so they're not going to be getting any assistance anytime soon. Anyway, load onto ships, and those ships are going to be invading Lowestoft. Well, our ships have taken damage from something, but hopefully this invasion won't take long. And our artillery brigade will just have to wait. Okay. Landed most of those troops. You guys now can just transport them into Lowestoft since it has been captured. And you're being bombed quite a bit. Anyway, more troops can start spreading out a bit. And then I will return you to the Upper Command of Europe. We'll then hopefully use you to land more troops in England and help me out a bit here. And I'll just leave the Rocket Artillery Brigade over here for now. And then I'll go back to automatic deployment. Oh, their morale is so horrible. Must have been all that time spent without fuel, but hopefully these guys will stiffen the defence up enough that it won't matter so much. I was also kind of hoping that France and people would start dropping some troops off here for me, but it doesn't seem like they are yet, at least. In fact, it seems like the Allies just doesn't care at all that we're now fighting in England, but it'll be all up to me. And I'm sure I will cope. And why can't I click on Reinhardt? Oh, you're doing your thing. Waiting for fuel, still. But we should have plenty of supplies coming into there. Lowestoft, one ship. Apparently that would be enough. Well, I can't make it any bigger, so must be. Or it's actually probably that Lowestoft is just a very small naval base. So we're going to need more. And Grimsby is probably also too small. but we can get there fairly easily. Just aware that a lot of my troops have very low morale. Oh, and apparently you have no fuel. But if we just move these two into there, we should be able to get enough to at least grab Grimsby. And otherwise we're heading down towards Dover. And of course once we get Grimsby we can get Hull easily enough. Except every time we do that our front line's getting extended. And there's the Soviet Union's war. Destiny, combat movement speed, organisation regain, supply throughput, hard attack, soft attack, convoy raiding. We'll do this. And then we will say, Allies, don't worry so much about that anymore. The Soviet Union is a much bigger threat. And yeah, I'll just do this, you know, everyone attack Leningrad and then everyone can attack Moscow. And then everyone can attack Stalingrad. And hopefully out of that we'll somehow pull a decent front line. Because of course if I just said everyone attack Leningrad, they'd all just head north and we'd end up with like a great big bulge out here while Hungary and Slovakia and Czechoslovakia are being overrun. And Obi Europe, I'll do the same thing for you three, just 1, 2, 3. I might put you down to it, and I'll leave you at blitzing. And of course London, but I'm gonna be taking care of this for the next little bit at least. Now supplies are starting to get through. Oh, lost some people in the wash. And by people I mean transport flotillas. Still don't want much in the way of infantry. I would have thought they would be all about infantry at this point, since we're fighting the Soviet Union. And I don't know the size of any of these fleet naval bases, but I have a feeling Hull's quite an important one. And I can actually go and grab that now if I wanted. Oh, the Soviets are out here as well. Actually, Norway, are you at war? Yes, you're at war with the Soviet Union, but not with Britain. And we are moving forward. January, winter 1942, attacking the Soviets. Oh, no supplies here though. Still got supply convoys going. Getting summoned to Grimsby as well as Lowestoft. And Grimsby will be a big port, so we'll be able to get lots of supplies in through there. Once infrastructure's all in good nick, so there's no reason why we shouldn't be getting supplies. Oh, I've got a few infantry divisions landed as well, which are going to help a lot. And it looks like a few more just arrived, or are arriving. Lost something, so Soviets are pushing back. And what's happening with our supplies here? We're just not getting them. Supplied from Grimsby rather than Lowestoft. But there's fuel there. Oh, it's actually supplies you're out of. No supplies there. No supplies there, so it's all just... can't quite make it through. Oh well. Move you into Peterborough, and hopefully that'll help things out a little. I don't know why that would help. I suppose it gives it 2 routes for the supplies to flow through. Transport and supply. Transport, supply organisation, both of which are very useful right now. Fighting against Soviet Union, we are advancing, except they're also advancing to Poland. But it won't be for a little while before we really start advancing. Just because it is winter at the moment. So it's a bit of a slower advance than I'm usually doing with my SS divisions. But hopefully it'll have the same effect in the end. Kind of tempted to go try and grab Hull. Although the supply situation here is vastly improved. Although lots of these divisions need some time to recover their morale. Greece wants the initial 129, I say of course. And who's this landing here? Won't it be Britain still? It must be. Britain's trying to land in Belgium while London is on the front lines. Which is okay, good for you, Britain. Oh, there's the 4th Light Division. So I might try and take Hull here. Which is cool, hopefully we'll get some more supplies. Although supplies don't really seem like a problem right now. For some reason help capturing Petersburg does seem to have done the trick. And maybe we're just putting more ships into Lowestoft, possibly. Grimsby 1, Lowestoft 1. Nope. Just getting more supplies somehow. Soviet Union looks much as it did a little while ago. But Hull, very big naval base. Be able to put heaps of supplies through there. And we will just send... Yeah, let's try and encircle London as we have done with the other capital cities that we've fought against. So I'll just attach a lot of troops down south here. Yeah, I think I've got enough AI support here to guard my rear while we work on London. I just need to get some supplies. Actually, it's usually fuel I'm lacking. I've got plenty of fuel, it's the actual supplies that aren't getting through. Although Kepler's passing this division, which should bring some supplies with it. So you'll be able to push through into Reigate. And Battle of Southend, we're doing very well, managed to win that one. But we're not advancing to Maidstone like I wanted. Because we're getting lack of supplies. Do we have a convoy moving into Hull now? Yep, with 2 ships. So it's bringing lots of supplies. And lots of these are too advanced. All of these ones... yes, yes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, everything after large warship radar. We have to capture Maidstone. Now we've got 2 divisions here, so that seems a bit unnecessary. Although we're also not capturing Reigate like we should. But that'll be the job of one of you guys. It's okay. We aren't losing immediately against the Soviets, but basically everybody who's going to come here has arrived. I don't see many French. Oh, they must be in here somewhere. So it's going to turn into a war of attrition already. Well, I've got all my forces in England. Hopefully we'll be able to puppet them soon. Hey, we're surrounded London. That's great. Get the 3rd SS to join the attack on London, which should be more than enough to win the battle here. And then we can capture some of these channel ports to help our supplies even more. But even then, I don't think Britain's going to last that much longer. I'll set my guys to disrupting national unity, but I will think that I do think we have to fight in at least North Africa before they'll surrender. And then we'll get these guys heading out. Just a general offensive, and we'll let the AI kind of sort things out a bit. So that was a bit better than the last episode. We've invaded Britain. There were supply problems at the start, but we've just managed to capture London, so things are looking pretty good for us there. Of more concern is the Soviet Union declared war on us. So far well, the fighting looks pretty even. I haven't really paid that much attention to it, but the Soviets are advancing in some places while we're advancing in others. And with all my allies swarming into the Eastern Front to assist me, I'm kind of optimistic about how this war's going to go. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.